Hi, my name is Chris Hankins, founding pastor of Point Church and founder and president of Triangle Church Network and Carolina Movement. When we planted Point Church 15 years ago, we had a dream to plant 30 churches in 15 years in the Raleigh-Durham, the Triangle Metro. And then over the years, that dream grew even bigger to having a dream to plant a church in every county in North Carolina. And what we realized is that there's no way to plant hundreds of churches across North Carolina without developing hundreds and hundreds of leaders. We know that without CLI and without leadership development, there's no way that we can do the things God has called us to do. CLI has helped us turn good intentions into reality. Cultivate Leadership Institute has been invaluable in the sense that many of our pastors or our staff have theological training. However, if you're in church ministry, you're in the people business. And so learning how to lead people, how to develop people, how to shepherd people is essential to effective Christian ministry. So CLI has helped us to develop leaders who can lead people. What I consistently hear is, we just don't have the leaders. I'm trying to find the right leader to lead this ministry, or, we want to offer a church planting resident, but we can't find a leader. And so what CLI does for your church is it actually helps you to cultivate and to develop the leaders that God has already placed within your church, which is a huge win-win. And so if you're looking for something that can not only help you to grow your ministry, but actually develop leaders from within your church who already love your church to lead those ministries, this is priceless. When we think about leadership development, a lot of times we forget that there's something called self-leadership. And I love that is just really a core principle with CLI is not only are we learning how to lead others, but we're learning how to lead ourselves in a way that is life-giving, that is sustainable, so that we don't burn out. The reality is we see so many ministers and pastors who start well but don't finish well. And I think that's because they're not cultivating their own soul and learning to lead themselves. And so I love that CLI really builds that foundation of what does it look like to lead yourself and lead in such a way that you're leading from an overflow versus you're just draining yourself dry till you have nothing else to give. If you know much about our ministry, we're deeply passionate about helping churches to plant churches. And if that's your heart, if you're thinking of how your church can reach the next community, reach the next neighborhood, reach the next town, plant the next church, well, that means that you're going to need lots of leaders. Jesus said the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Well, CLI is going to help your church to develop the laborers that you need to fulfill the Great Commission in your context.